Good evening, dear friends. In one of the next fights for energy security in Slovakia, we are going to the final. Slovakia cannot block the approval of the European Commission's proposals to stop the supply of Russian gas from January 28th. The qualified majority of votes of the EU member states is enough. The Commission intentionally avoided unanimous voting because from the very beginning it knew that its proposal would not gain the approval of all 27 member states. The Commission's proposal is, I am sorry, imbecilic, demagogic, and the result of the unlimited Russian occupation. The damage to the economy of Slovakia will reduce the competitiveness of the entire European Union. But who cares? The argument of either Ukraine is enough, in my opinion, even at the beginning of the Third World War. Who cares that the head of Dusloshal is talking about the fall of this huge company if there is no Russian gas available? Who cares about the catastrophic scenario of the chairman of the Board for Regulation of Network Responses? In order to fight something, we combined this imbecilic proposal of the Commission with the proposal of the 18th package of sanctions against Russia, which requires unanimity. Simply, and in both cases, it is about anti-Russian sanctions. That is why we want to talk about them together. And we convince everyone around that we will not vote on the 18th package of sanctions unless the Commission gives us at least minimal guarantees on how to stop the flows of Russian gas from the effects of its demagogic and harmful proposal. The situation with Russia is so huge that we have no chance to pressure the Commission to withdraw its gas proposal. Not to mention that the Commission will overdo this proposal even if we vote against it 100 times. Whatever we do, we will never vote for this madness of the Commission. Telephone riddles, hard years are getting closer to some conclusion. On the table is the written proposal of the Commission's guarantees, which the Commission offers us for voting on the 18th package of sanctions. I have already said that this dispute cannot be won from scratch. But we cannot lose it from scratch either. Those who want to live with the wolves must live with them. This is unfortunately a cruel reality of the current union. Therefore, we must fight to the last moment for an acceptable compromise. I am now sending a proposal of the Commission's guarantees to all relevant political parties. I expect a statement from them. I believe that the answers of the opposition parties will not harm Slovakia at all costs. It should be known that the stoppage of the flow of Russian gas will take place after the 1st January 2028. That is, after the parliamentary elections. And it can be the current opposition, which will gain power, and which will have to wipe the tears of abandoned workers or flee from their anger. We don't have much time, because I received the proposal of the Commission's guarantees only a moment ago. And tomorrow, we are approaching the final. If not tomorrow, then Wednesday or Friday. In any case, we have little time for further political games. Despite the fact that I would very much like to finish this sad chapter of the work of the European Commission as soon as possible, I still hold the possibility that we will not support the 18th sanctions package. Although a circus would come out and take away the European funds and an attempt to overthrow the legitimate Slovak government and replace it with an obedient Slovak one, such self-destructive battles sometimes have a deep moral meaning. Please wish me a lot of common sense. Have a nice evening.